might have seen Shopify sales screenshots like this. These sales screenshots or Shopify notifications just tell one side of the story. So we are going to talk about the other side of the story, and that is hello everybody. So this week's video, we will talk about something that most dropshippers or Shopify gurus don't normally talk about. So if you're new to this channel, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jess and I mostly talk about business and finance. We are going to talk about the other side of the story, and that is business expenses. So before clicking out of this video, please hear me out. If you think this is going to be a math video, well, it is, I hate to admit. But if you are a business owner, if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, or you just simply want to be rich and acquire wealth, there is one thing that you cannot avoid, and that is math. Well, there are some things that are very important in business, such as passion, excellence, grit. I don't want to undermine those things, but math is how a business begins, by securing a certain amount of capital, and how it ends if the profits cannot sustain the business. Alright, so as I have mentioned earlier, the sales screenshots that you might have been seeing in your feed or on YouTube, those are merely sales screenshots. That amount of money does not go entirely to the pocket of the business owner or the entrepreneur. So for example, if you see the screenshot with 1 million pesos, that entrepreneur is not a millionaire automatically, because they also have expenses to pay for. So what are the expenses associated in running a business? So today we will make a list of it, and I'll let you guys know the normal percentages of these expenses as compared to its sales. So the first expense is inventory costs, or product costs, or also known as cost of goods sold. So normally it's 30 to 50%. This is pretty much self-explanatory. This is the cost of your product that you would have to pay your supplier. Or if you do not have a supplier and you manufacture your product, this is the amount that you spend to be able to produce that product. Second one would be the shipping and custom duties and taxes. So sometimes shipping is already included in the product cost, but if not, you have to pay for it also, and you have to pay extra for custom duties and taxes. Number 3, you have to pay for Shopify fees, the monthly fee to be able to host your website, transaction fees. So if your customer pays through a credit card or a debit card on your website, Shopify transaction fees and credit card processing fees are normally 5% in total. The fourth one, product damages. So most people don't talk about it, but of course, sometimes products get damaged during transit, or for some reason your supplier just ships out a damaged or broken product. So you have to absorb the costs and you have to account for that. So normally this goes for around 2%. Number 5, employees and virtual assistants. So if you have a growing business, you might want to have more time in product sourcing or in marketing or in improving the brand image of your company. So you might want to outsource some tasks such as answering customer emails and messages. This expense normally goes for around 10%. So number 6, business permits or license fees, agent fees. So if you have an LLC, or also known as the Limited Liability Corporation, registered in the USA, you have to pay for franchise fees every single year. And if your business is registered here in the Philippines, you also know that you have to pay for certain fees such as mayor's permit, BIR, and all those annual fees. This percentage of expense would normally depend on how big your business is, but it's around 1 to 10% of your sales. Number 7. So you have to pay for office supplies. Like you have to use pens, notebooks, staplers, scotch tapes, printers, and all those expenses and all those materials that you would be needing to be able to run your office. So this expense would vary depending on how big your company is already, but it would account for 1 to 10%. This is expense number 8. So utilities. You have to pay electricity and your internet to be able to run your business, correct? So you also have to account for that. And so the 9th bestest expense, and for me is one of the most important part of running a business, especially a dropshipping business, would be the marketing expenses or ad expenses. So this would include like apps, Shopify apps that you would have to pay for, influencers that you have to pay for, Facebook ads, Google ads, or whatever kinds of ads that you run in your business. So again, it would depend on how big your business is and if your sales are coming from organic reach or paid reach, etc., etc. But for my business, it's around 25%. And the last, but not the least expense, the 10th expense would be taxes. This is a tricky kind of subject, and I know a lot of people are emailing me about it or commenting about it, asking me to discuss about taxes. But really, taxes is a case-to-case basis, and I am not a financial advisor. I am not a certified public accountant to be talking about taxes. So I suggest that you guys would talk to a tax professional, a registered tax agent. If you're running a dropshipping business, I suggest that you talk to a certified public accountant here in the Philippines, and also a certified public accountant or a registered tax agent there in the United States, just so you are well versed with the rules and regulations. Okay, so just to give you guys an idea, here are the percentages for my business and how much it would cost me to be able to run this business. I'll just put it here on the side, the list, so that you guys can go through it. You can screenshot it, you can tell your friends about it, you can tell your business partners about it. So again, the reason why I am telling you guys about this, it's because a lot of people don't know what they are signing up for. They are blinded by the thought that they could make 1 million overnight. Again, that's possible, but 1 million overnight is, not 1 million that you can pocket. 1 million has its own expenses and costs involved in it. So what dropshipping gives you, however, is that it gives you an automatic system that would eliminate other tasks. So it would be scalable. You can reach anyone in the world. If you want to sell in the USA, you want to sell in Australia, Africa, Middle East, anywhere in the world, you can reach anyone through your website. So basically that's it. But it is not a magic business model or a magic money trick that would make you a millionaire overnight. However, of course, I'm not making this video to discourage you guys. If you want to start a dropshipping business, of course, there is just so much room for dropshippers. I don't think dropshipping is saturated as long as people are still buying online, which a lot more people are because of the pandemic. I think dropshipping would still be a viable business. It's just up to you to choose a superior quality product. You have to hire VAs that can answer your customers' questions promptly. You have to ship out the items as fast as you can. So those aspects. But yeah, I think anyone can still be successful in having a dropshipping business. So that's it. I know this is a lengthy video, guys, but thank you for sticking with me. If you are staying until this time of the video, thank you so much. And if you have stayed until this part of the video, please comment down below what stage you are in. If you are just starting a business, if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, you want to have your own business, you want to be your own boss, or if you already have a business and what kind of business is it. Comment down below, guys. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Wishing you all success and goodbye.